You can't hide your lioness. Oh, that's not it. Air Supply. I'm lost. But they put that song in my head. You can't hide. You got them lioness. Don't forget. Is something draining your air supply? It would be funny. I just say the shit that they put in my head. Can't fool me. I've been. Someone acting like they don't love you. That could be it too. But to keep it funny and just direct. Did somebody cut off your air supply on your feeding tube or your? Don't forget. Let me see. Yeah, look, cutting off, restricting, and death. Let's find out real quick what this is about. And sneak. Give me some letters, please. I'm lost in love. TR. FR. This could be for someone. Don't forget that you found out some of the family members cut off the air supply on either in PD. Yeah, because you could be with the trust or with a will or something. You could be that, what do they call that? Power of attorney. And you're dispersing or favoring those. You're making me wonder now. I can see shit from here. And I know that you found out. I don't know if you shared it with the family, that there were certain family members who squeezed or had something to do with the air supply. Could just be that they didn't go the way they were supposed to go. And you could be experiencing some hardship in your life because of this. Now we're going to say, don't forget that you're lost in love. Now this could be a good thing or a bad thing. Let's see what they got to say. You learn to carry on. Up? Is that the movie Up? Let's get the cosmic CUNT. Thinking aloud. Back on my feet. Eager to be what you wanted. Alright. I love him or I love her. And now there was a separation and you're doing it for the other person. That's the problem. Knight of Rhaegar. One moment. Knight of Swords. I can tell. Let me pause this for a moment. I can tell that you're either losing interest in me or you're interest in someone else, which I guess in turn is you losing interest for me. I'm going to create a scenario where we have to separate. It could be I have to go away on business for 6 months. It could be I fake my own kidnapping and boom, I just show up. Whatever it is, they needed time to change into the individual I believe they believe you want. Whether this is you watching porn, movies and making comments, someone's paying attention, or this is you talking about an ex or some woman that you see on your travels or that's in your life. And she wants to become this or he wants to become this. I may have come back a little too soon. Yeah, worried, I guess, that while the separation was happening, they were hearing from people that you were talking about or talking to someone else, and so they rushed this. Yeah, for someone you build houses or flip houses and you said that you had to go to another state to do it or another country to do it, and this was real out of character for you to even want to leave. They knew something was up with this, but they embraced the separation because you two were arguing a lot anyway. But you heard something else. Yeah, I saw them. And it could have just been someone creating their... Don't forget, there's an addiction, I said, to creating false evidence. There's an addiction to fear, creating that false evidence that appears real. For me now would be editing with technology to ruin someone's reputation, or to plant a narrative in someone's mind to get an outcome that's desirable to you. Shoot that poison arrow through my heart. Lovers in the reverse. This just isn't supposed to be. This was an impulsive thing from the rip, and now, are you lost in love or are you just lost? Is this a loss? Let's put the music on, Philly. Midnight oil. Beds are burning. Burning the midnight oil. I'm working so much. It could be that too, where somebody's saying they're working late shift or they're picking up shifts and they're doing something to themselves, or someone. Oh my God, this is how deep this shit goes. Did your ex know self-defense or they can physically fight? There's a woman specifically who is taking self-defense and capoeira and jiu-jitsu and stuff. I need to mimic exactly what they see as their competition. For one in particular, or a few, they're not even alive anymore, and they're still. This is how bad the shit goes with the insecurity. Inferiority could be a thing too if the person that you actually love is someone powerful. You can't just mimic this shit. If that's the case, you're gonna need to take a break from me for 6 years. Pay the rent. How about that? How about forget about this and fighting? Can you capoeira your ass down to the Starbucks and get a job so you can help me pay the bills? How about that? Downtown. Do you know what a turnoff that is? It's not as much of a turnoff for women to have a man do that. We see that as, oh wow, they love me. For a man though, watching a woman, it may be cool in the beginning if you're still on bed, if you're on terms with your ex. And my speech is different. So that tells me that there's also an individual who is taking speech lessons or listening to someone speak. If there are voicemails or shit that she found or he found, they're going over how they spoke and shit, or video or something, some kind of evidence or audio video of this person speaking. They could have a platform or they speak publicly. Five of discs. Asked out. You're spiritually and morally poor. Piss poor morally. Yep. Those types of things, character and morals. It's inside you. Do you understand? These are for the people who are doing this. I can feel a breakdown coming, that you knew this was inevitable or that this was a possibility, that this other part, whatever line it's in, work, love, heaven is a place on earth. Changing your mindset and your belief also takes time. See, all of these things that you're trying to mimic are things that's embedded in someone's DNA. It's in the fiber of their being. This speech thing, go ahead, try it. It'll be good for you to just get into something new. Your motives are horrible, but you'll speak like someone profound, even if it's temporary. And be careful mimicking an individual who may have more enemies than you thought. And you wind up being a carbon copy of this motherfucker, and they come riding down the street and you're gone now. That would be some crazy karma, right? Down to the her. But this could be, don't forget, some things just can't be copied. But there's more. A commercial. Okay, that could be it too. A commercial, factory, custom type of individual. You'll put yourself into a mental World War III coma trying to duplicate someone like this. Wow. Does anybody else see the person sitting with their arms crossed in a chair rocking back and forth? Are you already... Do I watch my words now? Are you already nuts? A few of you, this is your life, what have you have done? You belong on the ID channel. That would be good for you. That you would be infamous. Maybe wait, you may be soon. When someone finds out the shit that you've done, you may wind up being infamous. You're going to get everything that you ask for uphill. Excuse me. This takes me to this individual that you are mimicking or copying has had an uphill battle their entire life. Some of you come from well-to-do, well-off, or just families different than this one. And if this one here said that they wanted to mimic someone better than them, they could probably do it in a week. It's an end result of constant tests, challenges, kicks to the gut while they're down, and only knowing I have to get back up because I need myself to get back up. I'm not doing it for my kids. I'm not doing it for my husband or wife or my parents or nothing. I'm doing it for myself. When you do this consistently, this is all they know. It's effortless and it's automatic on autopilot. Their reactions to things, their responses, the way they handle a situation, their immediate solution when it comes to using critical thinking. If you're thinking of doing this from the bottom of my heart with no sarcasm, please think twice. Take a good look. If you're doing it to someone who's fucking amazing and you're something else, please, you're going to embarrass yourself. Eventually people are going to pick up on it, especially after they see this. Wig, live to tell. Live to tell is on. Right. This individual, their story, if it was put out there, if it was actually put out there correctly, would capture the hearts and the minds of most people on this planet. Could you, if let's just say that somebody started a new game, we need something new. Yeah, all the shows on TV, we've covered every area. We need something different when it comes to reality. How about this? How about we find these people and we'll say, hey, if you can mimic, could you do this? Could you take, but they're going to put you through everything that the other person went through, and you have to handle it just about exactly the same in order to turn out like this. Could you do it? I see Rio again. I see Wig. Rio. Wag. I see Wig again. All right. There must have been some footage from Rio and AU. Could be Australia, Auckland. There's some video footage possibly if you have multiple homes of your videos in your home. You may not even realize that this individual has seen it or that they even have access to it. Now this opens up a whole new line of questioning. One, first, we've already established that you're fucking crazy. But you're interesting crazy. To take the time out to do this, now you're making me question, should I have left that person, or should I have sold them the other half or the business or whatever? Now you have me, now I'm thinking about them again is what you did. descend. They keep going upwards. They live to tell everything. And it's amazing that they could even breathe after the shit that they've been through. It's just not an easy thing to do. And I take it personally for certain reasons. And I can feel that other people are too. You could be a life that you could never see, right? There are people I can feel you're in the vicinity or you work with them and you can see them doing this. Are you kidding me? I just said this yesterday. I just wore that yesterday. Do you know how frustrating it is? Not when it's sporadic, it comes off as, oh, I'm flattered by that. When it's all day, every day, almost as if they want you to say something, that gets under your skin. Now they're going to intentionally do that. For the people who are just put on this earth, you weirdos, and you get off on just getting a reaction out of people. You are the throwaways, the orphans, the ones that your parents didn't want. There's no fucking way your parents loved you. And you are an impossible person to love, Megan. You are a difficult individual to show empathy, sympathy, compassion for. And a lot of you are women that do this. It's mostly females who do this with other females. Men, real men, I interrupted myself. This isn't an attractive trait. I think I said at the beginning, it becomes, I'm flattered by this, right? Then maybe they'll compete. Who doesn't want somebody competing for them and giving them attention? But after a while, it becomes unattractive, uninviting, and just unwanted. Thank you. Be yourself, and if that yourself is less than the other, then just accept that. You're more than someone else in some area. Stop focusing on just that one and find someone else to distract or divert this competitive, envious, jealous, even if it kills me shit, and find someone else that you outmastered in some way. WP. That's another thing. Her thing could, and it could be that this individual remained, if it's a female with the WP, a loving woman regardless of everything, not weak. That doesn't mean she's weak. That means she still has the ability somehow, which is her strongest attribute, to show some kind of love or empathy or some kind of, this shit makes me warm and tingly inside after all of the things that she's been through. You can't. OV. Face. Did the surgery too? TY. I see pot. Point of view. You can't, it's hard to mimic that. Someone's point of view or the way that they see the world, their perception, and I'm gonna keep on loving you. It doesn't matter what you do. For some of you, you want to mimic them and then try to tarnish the mimic and mention, your brains are already thinking, well, damn, she's saying this shit, I can't stand her. Now he or she's gonna pick up on it. So now how do I, as this sociopathic, narcissistic crud bucket, how do I now figure out a way to make her look like a fool? This individual is going to keep loving that person, and it's because whether they say to you or not, whether it's out of respect or they just don't care to talk to you, they know what this person is made of. If they're not together or they're not business partners anymore, then that person outgrew this motherfucker too. You don't have to work that hard. Either he or she is not. If this type of person separated from them for whatever reason willingly, and it was a choice, and it wasn't a forced separation or people playing games, then maybe they're not all they're cracked up to be, and you're just enough as you are, and if you're not, tell them to go fuck off. White. I said in my other reading that poisoning and shit like that was an all-time high. This could be worse. I've never experienced competition like that coming from me. And I've never experienced being so jealous and envious that I would want to kill someone. There's reasons for me. There were reasons for me, you understand? Serious ones that you couldn't deny. This shit that I'm feeling with a lot of you females, for some of you that are natural born females, for however many you're left, you are just really insecure, and it's horrible, it's ugly, it's unattractive, and you're useless. You can't be a mom this way. You can't be a wife, a fiance, a girlfriend, a friend, a fucking sister, nothing. You're useless. For the others of you that are posing as women, you're actually, you know that you're a man, whether you transitioned yourself or there's something that is telling you, or you found out from your mom or your dad that they were paid by the government to engage in an experiment, and they took it. They sold their fucking souls, you pieces of shit. And but you're taking that out on other people. Take it out on the right people, off your parents. Simple fix. But you are this competitive as you are the competitive males, the toxic fucking males. Whether you have a vagina or boobs, it doesn't matter. I'm seeing you as flat plywood. It's the you give off, which is you're stronger than me. You have a better reputation. You might as well have fucking been born females, but you sure are portraying us in a horrible way. Either way, these types, you're the ones I have the biggest problem with. And I know you don't care, but you will. Love you. Bye-bye.